Why aren't there any battles of your shiny Porygon2? That's a good question, me. Let's go and change that with some Porygon2 action on the battle spot. So looking at the opponent's team, actually Porygon2 is going to do pretty good. Toxapex also might be a strong matchup. And then, man, I don't know if that's Charizard X or Charizard Y. If it's Charizard Y, we're kind of screwed unless we bring the Mantine. So yeah, let's try to balance that out. Let's bring the special defense tank, defensive tank, and then we're just going to sit on that Porygon2 and make the most of it. So my Porygon2, I did a video showing its training and stuff. Pretty sure it's like max hit points, Eviolite of course, relaxed nature, so we got like plus defense, minus speed, then like 152... I think EVs on the defense, and then it's going to be the rest in the special defense. So mostly defensive oriented, a little bit of special defense balance, and he does go into the Lucario. So that's going to suck immediately. I just want to show off my Porygon, man. Do we expect him to go for like a not close combat-y move against me or something? No, maybe he goes for the stats, and then I can go into the Toxapex and completely punk him. Cause that might be the advanced play right there, and then we can get a little bit of charge beam damage. Just see how much we do to Lucario, even though it's not gonna make much of a difference. Oh, Focus Blast. And I avoid the Focus Miss. What a world we live in these days. And that's not gonna do much. Okay. I just wanted to get the confirm right there. And now I'm going to go into my Mantine, because it's a special Mega Lucario. And now we can troll him with the Mantine, because why not? Alright, Mantine's a massive special defense tank. I'm going to see how much this Lucario does with the Focus Blast. So that's the Mega Lucario, quite feared in the lands, until it does absolutely no damage like that. Good. I think we're on the same page right now. I can go and confuse the Lucario, kind of shut it down. Hidden Power. Hidden Power Electric. Is it? I'm also really upset because that did not proc my Confusion Berry. This Lucario, what? Like, I understand that there's, you know, water types that kind of stop it out, and then something that resists the dual stab. Like, Toxapex eats that, and I guess it goes pretty well. But I guess we have to roost right now and then see where this Mantine takes us. Focus Miss. Oh, Hidden Power, right. It's not Focus Miss. Oh, Hidden Power through the Confusion. He gets it. That's lame. But I think we're going to step it up right now. We're going to go for the Porygon2. So Charge Beam's going to land, guys. And he's going to hit himself in Confusion. And then Porygon2 is going to sweep this game. I think that's what's going to happen, right? So there's a Confusion. Aw. Aw. No fun allowed. The dude just forfeit, like, wow, that actually blows my mind. Somehow I won that battle because the dude, my Toxapex came in, got a stockpile, and he quit because he knows the team can't stop it now. Next battle, I guess. Now remember guys, when I'm doing these battle spot kind of battles, I'm not playing exclusively to win. I'm going to put fun first, because obviously you're going to have the Toxapex that walls out the Lucario almost entirely, but now Porygon2, it's better to play for that chance, you know. He hits himself in Confusion, I Charge Beam into the boost, and then shenanigans happen, and then Porygon goes and wins it. I'd rather have that happen, and then I won the battle anyways, so it really doesn't even matter. I'm going to go for that wacky play over anything, and looking at the opponent's team, man, there's so much Charizard on the battle spot. I really feel like I need to bring like a better response to Charizard, because it's like Mantine kind of, Toxapex kind of. Oh, look at the rest of his team. Wow, that's actually like a kind of neat themed dragon team. Is that supposed to be Mono Dragon? That's like Mega Sceptile or Mega Charizard X? In that case, should we go for the Slowbro? Because Toxapex does alright against Mega Sceptile. We don't need the Mungus in this situation, I don't think. Yeah, let's do that. And then also we're going to see if Porygon can just win it for us. You know, that's kind of number one right there, seeing what the Porygon2 can do. So that's why I'm trying to do these battles about. Also, guys, I went on the Pokemon Global link, and Hidden Power is like less than 5% usage. So Hidden Power is so not used on Lucario that it isn't even tracked on the Pokemon Global link, let alone Hidden Power Electric. So that was like a 1% chance that the Mantine gets wrecked in that specific way by the Lucario. That's just unlucky. And then we still won. I think that's another thing. You know, I'm so good, I'm so confident as a battler, I can play at a deficit. You know, I can give up the free -1 and then still turn it around. Also, with this Porygon versus the Garchomp matchup, I am taking that free Ice Beam. And we're going to... Oh, wait. Porygon just wrecks his entire team because Ooh, we went for this. You're setting up Stealth Rocks on my Ice Beam Porygon? Are you serious? I guess he wants it. Yeah, this is Mono Dragon. I think this is exactly what Porygon dreams of. Is that easy? I'm a relaxed nature without any special attack investment. It's just, that's the analytic for you guys, coming in big on against that Garchomp. Then he's got Dragonite. Then he's got a Dragon. Then he's got Komodo. Komodo kind of sucks to deal with right now because he's gonna like super effective me into oblivion. Should we just still Ice Beam it? Like, I'm pretty sure we know Porygon2 has this on lock. And I don't even know... He went for the Clanging Scale, so he's going for, like, the switch prediction? Like, yeah, no one's going to stay in on that. And then I do, as he drops his own defense into my Ice Beam. See, that's the payoff and the joy of playing silly. Oh, that was a crit. What do you even say about... I didn't even need that. Because I bring in the Toxapex. I could even bring in the Slowbro. And then I set up and then his team loses anyways. I'm going to go for the Charge Beam. Does he go Thaw? Does he go Thaw and body me? Like, that would be fair. If he thawed and then bodied me. But nah, if I like Charge Beam. And then get the stat boost. Another crit. Back-to-back crit freeze. Why does it happen to me in the games that matter, and then I get it in the games that don't matter? And I didn't get the Charge Beam boost. I wanted the Charge Beam boost more than the crit. If anything, him dying earlier is bad. It's gonna be Mega Charizard X, so... Like, there's nothing we can do. I'm gonna Toxic him. That way he doesn't set up too many Dragon Dances and get scary. Well, Porygon2 doesn't take damage. I think that's the biggest point I'm trying to get across right now, is that Porygon2 does not take damage. Just refuses Swords Dance. Man, I've been seeing a lot of the Swords Dance Charizard on the battle spot, and that worries me. Because this is just going to body me. Like, I don't think I could... There's no way I can survive the Tough Claws boosting on all of that. If I had the +1 on the Charge Beam, I'd feel a little better. I'd like to see what Charizard goes for, and then I'd hit him with that solid +1 Ice Beam. If he has to Flare Blitz me though, or Outrage. Either of those will buy me time. So that's gonna be Flare Blitz. Okay. And Porygon2 goes down. Crits. Confident the crit didn't matter. Might have to check that in like after the battle. Take some recoil. Take some poison. And now it's time for the Toxapex. Okay, so I switched up my Toxapex, guys. Because Moringa Berry Toxapex is... Or, not Moringa. The Confusion Berry Toxapex is usable in so few, so niche situations that I'm not even sure. He has to Outrage. So I think it's best to recover. I'm going to get Citrus Berry proc. So it's best to recover and then just stay on those recovers, and then he'll just eventually get confused, has to worry about poison, and all kinds of fun stuff like that. I can't burn him. He's already toxic. Stockpile doesn't really work. Unless he's Dragon Claw. Should we try the Stockpile? Because, like, that gives us a little bit of extra security. Oh, he forfeited. I think that was unnecessary. He's got a +2 Charizard X. That's damage. They just don't want to deal with the Toxapex right now. That was all weird. Everything about that battle was just weird. But I mean, imagine this. Him getting frozen was like the best thing, because he goes into Komodo, and then I'm at +2, +3 stockpiles, and then Charizard tries to deal with that. And like, yeah, there's nothing. I would have just had more stats than him, and then Charizard would have lost even harder. So that was just a weird battle. Fun fact, Porygon at full hit points actually survives the +2 Charizard X. I'm actually a little surprised about that, which means at +1 or even +0, it's not that absurd of a thing. Also, I got it wrong, Analytics +30%, not +50%. But I mean, look at that. So he's taking a Toxic on that setup turn, a pretty big Ice Beam, and then has to go for a turn of Outrage to risk Confusion and then not KOing my team, or he also has to go into Flare Blitz, which is going to be an absurd amount of recoil. I mean, Porygon2 almost takes him down by himself. That's actually pretty good. For that 1-for-1 trade after already getting KO, that is pretty good. But now the opponent's team, we gotta bring in Amoonguss. Ferrothorn or Amoonguss? Yeah, we gotta bring in the Amoonguss. Like, we gotta shut down the team right there. I don't like going into Breloom and playing into that, so the Amoonguss is gonna be pretty strong. And then he's got some strange attackers on his side. Because, I mean, Slowbro's good against quite a bit of that, except it's not good against any of that. Now, like, the more that I look at it, the more I look at it, the worse it gets. Mantine is kind of it, so we're kind of in a corner with this team. We're kind of in a corner. I don't like what he's going to do to us, but hopefully, if we get around the Breloom, then Porygon might be fine. Hopefully the Amoonguss is just enough to scare him into not using Breloom, and then Porygon2 goes through the rest of his team. That could be a thing. That could be a possibility. We're going to see what happens. Gengar. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to see what happens. Unless it's like Mega Troll Trap Gengar. And if it is Mega Troll Trap Gengar, that's just some gimmick that this team isn't prepared for anywhere. Anyway, but if he's going for damage, we actually get to match up this Porygon2 against a reasonable special attacker. And then we're just going to trade it. Oh, it's going to be Trollgar. Oh, it's Japan! Of course we're going to get trolled. I wanted something a little better. Hypnosis. I'm not really sure how to feel about this one. You're gonna trap me, and you're gonna Perish Song me. Just get it out of the way, because you know you're strong enough to stall through it. I guess we have to Charge Beam, and then we just Fish recovers afterwards. Like, if he doesn't 2-hit KO me, we would have had it. Oh my goodness! Porygon2, you absolute monster! Look at that! Give me the +1. Oh, it didn't give me the +1. I was about to say, just add on to the insanity of this one. Oh, there we go. There we go. Give us the reset as well. I mean, it is a lucky wake up, but his Hypnosis, he's on odds for missing right now. If I got the +1 on Charge Beam, that's everything I would have ever needed in life. So then we come in with the +1, hit harder damage on the Ice Beam, Charge Beam. Oh yeah, this is what I mean. This is the goods right here. Yeah, boy. Porygon2. Oh, you beast. Gotta hit that Ice Beam now. We're at +1. He's at half health. He withdrew the Gengar. Go into Thundurus. Do it. Oh, this is big. This is going to be big. Yo. Yo. No crit. Make it clean. Make it clean. The opponent doesn't even know how to react to this one. Oh, the Porygon. It just wrecks. He's got Breloom, though. He's got Breloom, though. Do I risk the Spore? I mean, it's just Gengar. We know the rest of his team. Mantine matches fine against the Gengar. He went for Spore. Damn, unlucky. I mean, I don't want to give up this +1. I mean, we also got to break that Focus Sash. We'll see how Porygon handles the Mach Punch. We'll see the Mach Punch. We'll see if we wake up like an absolute baller. And then we'll just play it out after that. Mach Punch? Alright. Yo. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I was expecting 2-hit KO. I was expecting 2-hit KO. Alright, some more battles. I think I'm going to have an issue if it is the Infernape lead. I mean, Infernape, Toxapex, you know, they just get along so well. I think Toxapex will be the shutdown. The Muck has given problems. Slowbro into Muck. That's an awkward matchup. I think we can get away with Slowbro into Muck. Except, nah, we can't. Can't bring the Muck because that Incineroar too strong. Mantine, though. Let's try that. That's a lot of water. But I didn't really see anything that would like work against my too much water team. So I think we'll be okay. And then it's just about the Porygon. Hopefully, no Infernape. Just no Infernape. And then let the Porygon do his thing. Let Porygon do his thing. We could still have a pretty entertaining battle overall. That's where things get exciting. So Porygon2 into Gyarados. Oh, shenanigans. Is he going to expect... Nah, he's going to expect Thunderbolt and Switch. I'd say he's not going to expect Charge Beam, but he still probably sees some electric hits in his future, and he's not going to be a fan of that one. 4x Super against Gyarados isn't going to work. He didn't have ground types, so we get stats at the very least. He went Mega Gyarados, so mitigating that... that's going to be dangerous. It's still going to be dangerous, though, because that's Dragon Dance. Mold Breaker doesn't really bother me. And then Dragon Dance. So, if I get the +1 Charge Beam, probably still not going to be close to enough damage. We just have to eat hits. I think that's all we can do is just eat hits. +1? Okay. Get our +1. Charge Beam it again. We gotta Charge Beam again and hope for the best. He went for Waterfall. Alright, +1 Waterfall from Mega Gyarados. Dude. Oh, that's so dumb. But I mean, we're in the position. This is why I built this Porygon. This is exactly why I built this Porygon. You're done. Why are you going Earthquake? That's less damage. I'm not switching. I'm not switching into my Toxapex in this situation. Even though... if you didn't have Earthquake, that's definitely what I'd want to do. Because you don't have enough damage. Even at +2, I'm still able... like, this is... okay, this is what Porygon wants. You hit, chance to charge up, recover. Hit, chance to charge up, recover. Watch, rinse, repeat until you win. Same against a bulkier Pokemon that you need to, like, Toxic to take down. If you don't have, like, the right move matchups. It's like, yeah, fine. Hit you with Toxic. I'm going to eventually gains. Oh... there it is. Alright. Mad boost right now. Let's get that recover in there. And then let's finish off this Gyarados. And then potentially get another boost. I like it when I'm hitting super effectives on the Charge Beam. Because it just helps me out more. Why is he not using Earthquake? It's better for him. Because that chance to flinch. And stab. Like, I can understand the first Earthquake, because, yeah, my Toxapex, my Ferrothorn, well, yeah, Ferrothorn, I guess, still technically counts as the Earthquake Pokemon. Charge Beam, Ice Beam, Charge Beam, that's a KO. Earthquake, I will eat that damage, and then we see what else is left. Depending on the rest of his team, it shouldn't be too difficult to, like, use the +3 potential Charge Beams, and then just Ice Beam, 30%. Oh, we got that first Charge Beam, right, then? Because I thought we did extra damage on those other ones. So we're getting good Charge Beams right now. It's on fire, 30%. Hit him with that damage. If it's a Silvally, probably can't KO us. Infernape. Now he shows the Infernape. How many did we get? We got 3. We could go into Mantine. I just gotta Charge Beam him again. Just gotta do it. Mach Punch. We're surviving that. I don't know what the plan was with the Mach Punch. Cause yeah, wow, we got 4 special attack boosts in a row. I'm gonna recover even though he has to close combat. He has to Flare Blitz. He has to throw out more damage. The defense build is so good, though. I mean, I guess if we have, like, Charizard X which is much more damage using Flare Blitz on a Swords Dance, and we can still survive that, then I think we are in pretty good survival range, even from a close combat Infernape. Charge Beam it though. Can we +5 and then one-shot the Ice Beam? There's a close combat. I don't know what he was waiting on. But like, actually, if he dropped his defense, he'd still be alive. Did my Charge Beam miss? Huh. You get all the luck in the world, and then it doesn't work out in the end. Well, I kind of want to just switch out Porygon then, because, like, that's lame. We go into Mantine, and then we just Scald, and then we just respawn to his last Pokemon. Porygon comes in for either the Clutch Toxic, or maybe just free damage. Maybe it can recover. You know, if it has enough to survive, I'll just throw down the recover. So now Infernape is at hard minus. And even without any defensive investment, that's hit point full special defense Mantine, and it does fine against the Infernape. And we Scald. At -2 Infernape, so ×4 damage. Stone Edge. Ooh. Ooh. He went for it. Didn't have enough though. Mantine's still a boss. And then that's gonna be the Scald. Nice. Okay. Little interesting, but I mean, I was just kind of playing Mantine as kind of like the second backup because Toxapex wins that out. No matter what he does, Toxapex just carries that battle. And then we'll see the last Pokemon, Muk versus Toxapex. Gets annoying, but Toxapex gets a Scald Burn, and then it should be over anyways. I should be going for Confuse Ray, Scald Burn maybe. Like if he just hits himself once, he can't knock me off. So he just has Gunk Shot. I think we're okay. Like even his highest damage, we might be able to tank. Stone Edge, unless it's Stone Edge. That's gonna be more damage than the Infernape. Is this why we brought the Porygon? Is this why we saved Porygon, guys? Like, can we set up Charge Beams against the Muk by just out shenanigans? Let's go for that recover and see what this Muk is up to. Confusion. Good start. Good start. I'll take that. Now he's faster than me, and he's going to knock off my Eviolite. So I'm definitely going to double recover right here. And also Muk doesn't have good sustain options, so any damage I do, as I keep saying, that sticks. I need PP ups though. I need PP ups on my Charge Beams and my recovers. Because you just don't think you're going to get yourself in one of these situations. But here we are. And now we're just going to start taking the full shenanigans from the Muk. We can't have any of these Charge Beams miss though. Like, I'm okay with not getting the stat boost, but we need him to not miss. Went for Poison Jab over the knockoff. Poison Jab is absolutely 0 damage. I understand he's going for like the 30% to get me poisoned, but yeah, he needs knockoff bad. And then Gunk Shot's more damage, but less accuracy, so the stats kind of play out weirdly. This is just the world we live in. Oh, he's got a Z move. Ooh, spooky Z move. I mean, Z Poison Jab. Twice the amount of damage he just did to me, which is not scary at all. I think we've still got this one pretty good. Like, Porygon2 showed off that it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, and then we survive even the next Poison Jab or something like that. I don't know. Charge Beam, go! Stat boost, good. Critical hit. Yeah, that's fine. So that critical hit felt like the effective plus stat boost after the other stat boost into damage. But we survive, we recover. Gunk Shot's fancy. Did we survive? Oh. Mixed it up. He did the Z Gunk Shot and then landed a Gunk Shot. And then that, like, I feel like that was damage roll. I think we should have still had a slight chance to survive. Especially because, yeah, that was on a higher base power move to still not do an insane amount on the Acid Downpour. I want to Scald him to get out of the way, but I know I should be playing Stockpile instead. Stone Edge? That works. He's playing a lot of risk. Stone Edge, Gunk Shot. We just need burn. If I kill him off Scalds, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. That Stone Edge should do like 3 damage anyways. Yeah, that's nothing. Good. So we can survive a lot of those when he isn't burned and when I'm not stockpiled. And when I just have to get a Scald to win, apparently. Alright, we still secured that battle. A little messier than I wanted it to be, but pretty much and he had the knockoff, and he didn't use it on the Porygon. That's strange. That's all he had. Alright. Muck goes down, and that's going to lock up this battle. And like I was saying, that was an interesting battle. And then mostly I'm just playing the Porygon to show you guys, like, it survives weird tanky things, and the Porygon just does weird things, and then it's good. That's kind of what I have to say about the Porygon in this state. Other than that, let's go and try, like, one more battle. Kind of bring this together. Man, some of these Pokemon just make me nervous. Like, I don't like seeing Charizard. Because I'm not trying to bring the Charizard counters. I'm just trying to do tanky support things. But, I mean, Charizard is one of the most used Pokemon on the battle spot. So, that might be something to be aware of. The Slowbro, I thought he'd have synergy with this team. I haven't even brought Ferrothorn once. Honestly, I built this team like this kind of for 6v6, but I wanted Gastrodon and another Pokemon instead of these 6. I just kind of compromised because I don't have the Gastrodon or the other Pokemon. And then using it in 3v3 also doesn't work out because I never use Ferrothorn because I don't think Stealth Rocks is that good when you're trying to have 2 other stallish Pokemon. And then they always have Grass, so I don't really see a timed Leech Seed. Mantine kind of works against the Charizard. So how about Amoonguss? I guess we try this. Because Toxapex works, kind of. I like the idea of Amoonguss. Oh, communication with energy. All of that thought for nothing. I like the thought of Amoonguss because if Mantine, like, Mirror Coats and then one-shots the Latios, I don't have to worry about that. And then Amoonguss matches up pretty solid against the rest of his team outside of that. But I think he decided to take the time penalty or something. Wait, do you get time penalty if it's battles or is it just trades? I think he just decided to take the loss right there. Like, you look at this team, and that is discouragement. You know that it is not going to be a fun victory to get there. Looking at this team, Excadrill can Stone Edge my Mantine. That's one of the problems about Mantine, or Flying type Pokemon in general. That the Ground type Pokemon you're looking to avoid, they can carry a Stone Edge, and that's going to suck. Especially with the Tyranitar, and all that other fun stuff. So maybe not Mantine this game. Also, he doesn't have any special attackers. So, Slowbro. And as I said all those things about Ferrothorn, Ferrothorn still might have a shot at this. I like bringing in the Porygon2 to just set up, but I don't see fire. Without fire, you gotta bring the Ferrothorn. So it's been a while since I've shown the Ferrothorn. There we go. So we get Stealth Rocks up, we get Leech Seed up, and if that Pokemon's Leech Seeded and Porygon2 comes in, maybe that's what I should be playing for. I should be playing for getting Leech Seed onto the Porygon as either a free switch or enough health to where Porygon buys so many free turns. Yeah, I'm just going to take that to the bank and win. Interesting battle. We're going to see how much I grossly misunderstood his team. He might just lock on Sheer Cold on the Articuno and go for the win. Oh, crap. I screwed that up, didn't I? That's not fun. Well, that's bad. Because I forgot that since I selected Porygon2 first, I needed to unselect all of them, then move Ferrothorn into that first slot. That's just lazy. That's just it being 3:30 in the morning. It is literally 3:30 in the morning right now. And because of that, yeah, it's kind of lazy right now. I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, but it means I'm not going to make it's the misclicks. There's going to be misclicks and stuff. I'm still having fun. I'm just still screwing around because I like these battles. Hope you guys like them too. Like, I think the Porygon2 still keeps it interesting. Even though my team is kind of like slow and tanky in the background, it still kind of gets the work done. And it's not, I don't think it's dragging on too long. You know, I'm just showing up. Hey, Porygon sets up. It tanks an absurd amount of damage. And then Strange just happens. Ah, it has the Muck. Ugh. Alright, here's what we do. We Mega, we Scald. If he gets burned, we rest. If he doesn't get burned, we cry. I don't even know if we survive if he gets burned. We're taking damage. Actually, I don't want a Mega. Even though it gives us absurd amounts of defenses, having the Regenerator... Is that better? Scald and see what happens. Knock off. Yep. We need the burn regardless. Please. Crap. I have to Mega Rust. Do we survive though? Mega Rest. See, I wanted to see how that played out and then use Slowbro's Regenerator. But if I Mega Evolve last turn, I would have still had a lot of tankiness, and then I might have survived this better. And then I rest, like survive the 3-hit KO or something. See, that's why I needed the burn. I needed to feel the burn right there. Actually, I don't need to feel the burn. He needs to feel the burn. The knockoff, though. Ooh, it's close. But I think I surprised him with the rest. I love it when people toxic me on the Slowbro. This means I get 2 free turns of setup, and then I get to rest. And I think it all cancels each other out, especially if I can get a little bit of extra setup threaded in. So now we're going to need a burn. We're going to take some big hits. We need that wake up into burn into rest. We're going to see how he responds, though. We have some stats. He has minimize. I'm mixed about that, because every turn of minimize effectively buys me an extra turn of wake up to try to hit him. And this is the minimize numbers, guys. This is why minimize isn't broken. Because I still have a beneficial turn to hit him, which means his gamble doesn't pay off as well. He's taking it again. Alright, now he's at 50%, or it's like 43%. So he's at slightly beneficial odds, but I still survive 3 knockoffs. And if he goes for another minimize, then I still have that 1 in 3 to connect, and then he has that 1 in 3 to hit me, and if one of those burns, then I just GG anyways. And then I get an Iron Defense. Oh, thank you. Honestly, I should have been going for Iron Defense if he's going to play minimize like this. But Scald lands. There we go. Big damage. Gets the burn. And that's just the gamble you take. Like, against setup, minimize has very mixed results. That's like his day's done now. That's a game. We have Recall Minds, so I think we just set up an Iron Defense, see what his next Pokemon is going to be. I don't think he's going to switch. Like, you don't switch after you get max evasion, but he has to switch. So if I connected another Scald, it's over. Knockoff, yeah. Yeah. Try doing that little damage now. I think it's just going to be just fine. He has to forfeit. Aw, man, we didn't even get a chance to use Porygon. And I would love to switch in Porygon right now, but I'm not going to waste all of my PP on Charge Beams just to miss the muck that is going to lose anyways. So one more Iron Defense, one more Calm Mind, and then I'll just start throwing down damage. I don't even know what he's even trying. Like, crit doesn't even KO me. Which is why I'm going for these stats. Articuno Toxic, we know that that's not going to work out too well. Yeah, I think we just go plus, like, we just go for +3, +4, and then clean him out. Mega Slowbro OP. So yeah, it's like, it's weird to kind of use Mega Slowbro as a response to a dark type Pokemon, but it happens. Okay, maybe he's going for the Poison Touch. I can see that. I can see that. It adds up. Poison comboing me into a crit would definitely end my day. This game is pretty mad RNG. I think I'm going to Iron Defense and then rest and then wake up into taking him out. And eventually he'll run out of knockoff, so maybe we'll be fine. Battle got a little stallier, a little quicker than I expected. See, the big worry is when you see the health bar go, whoop, because then that means crit. When it flies off the screen, it's gonna be bad. No, he's burned though. So even crit on top of burn, like right now he's doing 1/8 of the damage he should, and even into crit, he's still not getting all of his damage. So yeah, we rest this turn, we'll be fine. Give it a couple turns, then we scald it out. Womp. I'm about to say, are we gonna... Oh my goodness, that did 4 damage, I think. Yeah, he's... That has to be more than 4 damage. But nah. Because there's no way he was only doing like 30 something with that. Maybe it was like 6. Well, we'll get to see how much damage he's doing over the next couple turns. Okay, so I guess this is a good last battle, you know. Just last one, guys, as this starts to drag out. But I think we know what's gonna happen. Unfortunately, it's not a Porygon battle, but on the free battle spot, you take what you can get. Because half the time I try to look for a battle, never find an opponent. Gunk shots. 6 damage. He's playing the accuracy. Also, yeah, I need to PP up Porygon. Oh, man. Why couldn't there just be a nice, simple way of getting a ton of PP ups? I feel like PP ups kind of need to be removed from Pokemon at this point. It's just a competitive edge to cheaters. As always. As with 99% of Pokemon these days. So, yeah, that was actually 7 damage. Ooh. So we're seeing like 6 to 7 damage on his moves. Fair. Knockoff. Knockoff's less damage than Gunk Shot, though. No, wait, never mind. Super effective. I was about to say it wasn't, but yeah. Stab, though. No, it's slightly more damage. That's why we saw like 7 versus 6 damage. How much damage does it do this time? Oh, another 7. I think we've kind of like streamlined it to where it's just going to be 7s nonstop. And it's a 1 in 3 chance to hit the Muck with all of his minimizes. So, I mean, we'll land one of these Scalds. Even if it takes 5. Even if it's 1 in 6, you know, we'll have enough Scalds to take out the rest of his team. And the Muck dies. Gunk Shot. Are we going to see the low damage roll? Oh, 5. Low damage roll. Unlucky. I'm trying to keep the commentary interesting, but yeah, this is that point of the video where I have too much dead air. This is where the battle has brought us. Gunk Shot, let's go. He's landing his Gunk Shots. Good for him. That's not good damage, though. That's not the damage you want to see. I really don't know what else to say in this situation. The Slowbro worked. Porygon kind of didn't get to work. I wanted to lead Ferrothorn, so I mean we still led Slowbro and we found good enough results. Land. Wow. I guess I shouldn't have been literal about the 1 in 5 miss. Like, he's just gonna die. So we'll get that. And then we can Calm Mind or do whatever we need to. Gunk Shot. Why hasn't he given up? There's no options left. I will rest. Just so I don't have to work. Wow. I really want to rest. If this Scald misses, I'm going to rest. Actually, if this Scald lands, I'm going to rest. Because I don't need to get crit into poison. Like I said, like that combo stack, you just don't expect it. Oh, yo, it's just like in RuneScape when you try to, you know, stack the Venom with your big combo finisher. You can do that. Unfortunate. His luck is kind of mixed. He's like getting good-ish luck. Solid. Actually, he's getting really good luck. Never mind. You know, I'm more outraged that he's landed every Gunk Shot than the evasion from Minimize. I don't understand how people can be upset with Minimize. He earned that setup. I was asleep. I was vulnerable. If you put yourself in a position where the opponent gets +6, you deserve to lose. And you don't have any right to complain about it. Alolan Muck's nice, though. It's got that like it just has the ground weakness. It was kind of a really awesome experimental Pokemon. I feel that the Dark Poison typing is one of the best dual typings in the game. Low vulnerability, not really too many great Pokemon that use it, but Muck definitely showed that it is the typing that makes Pokemon. Same stats, similar moveset to regular Muck, and then we get all kinds of Muck going on. Is he out of offensive moves? Did it finally happen? Can I just land a Scald? I don't even know who's watching this video anymore. Like, nah, like 3% audience retention down to this point. Video's dead. It's done. I think at this point, just like, we won. The game's over. So I'm trying to figure out, like, who would stay and why for, like, a testament to... I'm not even doing trivia or anything, no. Like, it's not... Like, I wish I had a friend that played Pokemon that I could just talk Pokemon with or talk something about. It'd be nice. Just turn it into a podcast, Pokemon in the background, then you just get an update if I win or lose in these situations. Alright, I need to phone a friend. Like, hey, can I phone a friend? Yeah, this stall's gonna take 20 minutes. Alright, so what do you want to talk about? I don't know. How's the weather? Weather's been great in Seattle. Actually, I had to turn on my heater earlier today, guys. In summer. That's why I live in Seattle. Tyranitar. Oh, Tyranitar's bodied. His whole team is bodied. Also, my voice hurts. I ran out of drink. My mouth is dry. I wasn't ready to sit down for this long. And the your time system is, ugh. Like I said, I think definitely timer stalling needed to be fixed. But on the reverse end of this, the your time means that a battle can literally last over an hour. And that is not something you want to put people into. He survives because of the sandstorm defensive buff, but the burn will make him feel the pain. I'm just gonna scald my way through it. I could have technically found some extra opportunity to calm mine, but we were getting through minimize, so whatever. Stone Edge does no damage, and that's the power of a setup Slowbro. You can get it, and you can win. And then Porygon did nothing. And then Porygon did nothing. I don't know what to say, guys. I've got no commentary right now. Ooh, Articuno's pressure. That's going to work against my last two Scalds. Dude, if he spams Roost, I'm going to be annoyed. Oh, he's got Toxic. We know the Toxic doesn't work. I should Toxic him. Show him what it's like. Ferrothorn, Leech Seed, Porygon2, win. Like, if this isn't enough and he just, like, Roosts. Oh, that's still a lot of damage. Wow. And he gets buffeted. Nah, it's not enough. Even if he Roosts, he dies. That's fine, then. I mean, Slowbro still puts down the damage. It's Mega, gets a nice little boost to its special attack, stab damage regardless, and then +3, even without any investment, makes up for the lack of damage. Forfeit? Ooh, Z-move. And that's his last gambit. I know there are no more surprises in this battle once that Z-move lands. Sub-Zero Slammer. Sub-Zero Slammer is like brutal. This is, you know what? This should have been the sheer cold animation forever. But nah, Z moves had to be introduced and take all. Did it just do 3 damage? I am sorry. GG. Okay. I don't really know what to say about it, but yeah. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know you're not going to enjoy this last battle because for some reason people don't understand the finer art of setup tank. They call it stall. They call it bad. No, it's setup tank, guys. It's definitely different than stall. We go for that win condition. It depends on how much the opponent wants to stall us out. You know, it's like once we got to the once we got over the muck, you know, we took out Tyranitar fat. Like the speed at which we KO'd Tyranitar, we 2-hit KO'd Tyranitar. We 2-hit KO'd the Articuno. That's not stall. Stall Pokemon can't take out another Pokemon in 1 to 2 hits like that. Like, that was a 1-hit KO on Tyranitar if it wasn't for the Sandstorm. And then another thing I was going to say about the Slowbro is that, yeah, we can still put down the damage, and once we get through it, you know, that just kind of circumstance that it didn't go down, and I think that's a good way to end the video. So, hope you guys enjoyed showing off the Porygon2. I think it was pretty cool. We got to see just, like, the absurd amount of tankiness. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise because you see it a lot in VGC and you just see that Porygon2 shrugs off damage. But I really like my EV spread. Maybe a touch more in special defense to survive like those weird cases. Because like it feels like our physical Pokemon had a really long reign. That physical Pokemon kind of dominated for a while. But then Arcanine and Intimidate, you know, Gyarados, lost Pokemon found into the scene. So people just started going back to the special attackers, which also have better elemental coverage for like some of the Pokemon that we're seeing right now. Like people just made too many physical defense tanks. Now we're seeing more special defense tanks. So I might want to swap around the EVs just a little. Kind of give myself that extra clutch survival with the Porygon. And then just kind of do whatever. But it's tanky, and it takes Pokemon out, which is pretty awesome to see. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.